So, once again, I'm sorry to keep bringing this up, but it's like, okay, why is it so important they do this? Like, okay, I want you to pay attention to this because there's a point in the episode where Palpatine says your security measures are completely over the top, and Windu says, "With all due respect, when it comes to security, there is no such thing as overkill." So it was totally cool to fake a death, kill some guards, deceive Anakin on the matter, deceive the Palpatine on the matter, nearly get Obi-Wan killed multiple times, kill the local workers, and completely abandon any attempt at actually dealing with Dooku in order to protect the Chancellor. Like, I get heads of state are important, but at a certain point, Jesus Christ. One little quiet thing, by the way. Notice how several times there's some actual subtleties in this episode, which is great. We get some character stuff in addition to the usual plot stuff. Anakin, for pretty much the entire first half of the episode, has total and complete faith in Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan will not let them down, period. He's pissed at the whole situation, but Obi-Wan's got his back, so we're cool. Just keep that in mind, because one of the things that happens later on is that Obi-Wan then admits, hey, it was my idea to keep you out of this. And he has a logical reason for it. But at the same time, Anakin is just like, you what? And you get the point, right? I mean, I'm laughing, but it's kind of it's a tragedy. The whole point is Anakin has just been told to his face, both through action and words from Yoda, that he cannot trust the Council. And it's okay, though. I can't trust the Council. Fine. At least I can trust Obi-Wan. No, Obi-Wan was the one behind this. Crap. And that wedge just kind of gets driven in there a little bit more. The hologram disguises. At first thought, I was thinking that little bzzz was just for our sake, so that we would be able to know who was what. But then those little bzzz actually happen in character and allow them to figure out who's what, and so that means they just suck. How the hell did they... Why did everyone fall for these things? Whatever. I guess they have plot sensitivity. Anytime the plot starts vibrating, it causes a localization field, or the holographic design breaks down, or whatever. Now, just as an aside, I sometimes wonder how much Palpatine really cared about Naboo. I mean, obviously he doesn't care about its people, because the number of people Palpatine cares about is A, debatable, and B, could be counted on one hand, even if he does care about people. But ignoring that, like, this is his home, does he care about his home? Is it this pretty place that's relevant to him? I don't know. What I do know is that it's a really nice touch that Anakin trusts Ahsoka to cover Padme. I don't know if either of them really understand or appreciate just how much faith he is putting in Ahsoka at this point. Oh, by the way, did you notice that as of this moment, the only two people who remain untouched by betrayal, the only two people that Anakin can still 100% rely on, are Palpatine and Ahsoka, and I suppose Padme, but, Palpatine, Ahsoka, and Padme. Obi-Wan being driven out of that category in this episode. It's a nice way to show how he's continuing to get worse over the course of the series, as it should be, as we always should have seen. And one of the things I like most about this. So then Dooku isn't there. We've all been double-crossed. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Really? And I find it funny because, yes, we did it. We saved the Chancellor, even though they know Dooku wasn't there. That should have been the most obvious overt sign ever that, he had another plan or something else was going on. But whatever, at least Obi-Wan figured it out. Yay for having a brain. So Anakin's very upset when Obi-Wan admits that he lied to him, and Palpatine, oh god damn, I assume it was your plan. Ian Abercrombie, I hope I'm saying that right, is a great voice actor and really does some great stuff with Palpatine here. We'll cover that when we get there. But the way that he just drives that wedge even further in there, I assume it was your idea. This is a brilliant plan to disguise Obi-Wan and infiltrate them. No, I wasn't even aware of it. Really? That surprises me. I thought the Jedi always worked as a team. It's just, and again, truth. He's doing it all with truth. I love it. But what's funny to me, though, is there's a small narrative point that's hammered in by the end of the episode. Anakin, by himself, actually fails to defeat Dooku and protect Palpatine, although only barely, it is worth noting. In fact, you'll notice this is the second time Dooku has had to actually try in order to combat Anakin, because Anakin really shows off his chops in this one, and is getting better. But it is when Anakin and Obi-Wan work together as a team that they successfully thwart the attempt. Brings me to my next point, and indeed my final point. What was the real plan here? Was this something Palpatine was doing to, keep things going, or to push the Separatist cause, or whatever? Or was this something that Palpatine was doing that Dooku was trying to usurp? In other words, that Dooku might have actually gone ahead and killed Palpatine, given the opportunity to do so. I don't know. It's just food for thought. Oh yeah, one quick final note. As long as I live, no harm shall come to you, Your Excellency. Funnily enough, their deaths come within minutes of each other. Anyways, that's all I got. Hope you've enjoyed this long and interesting character arc. I'll see you guys next time.